Now, you probably know Patrick Stewart from Star Trek, but in fact, Patrick Stewart is one of the world's great classical actors. He's appearing on Broadway now in Shakespeare's Macbeth, giving a really thrilling and riveting performance, and we're going to go backstage to the Lyceum Theater and meet Patrick Stewart. You mentioned that when you were preparing for the role of Macbeth, you read a book that you've turned me on to. I just picked up and I'm enjoying it very much now. Martin Amis's Koba the Dread, about Stalin. Why was it this particular book that got you thinking about this performance?
I thought, okay, let's look at the life of Stalin. I mean, there was a dictator, a tyrant, and so I went to a bookstore in London. And I bought everything I could find on Stalin. So I came away with a pile of books. You know, like
quite a library on Stalin.
And the reason that I read this, it's pathetic, really. It was the thinnest.
If we should fail.
We fail! But screw your courage to the sticking place.
You had mentioned to me that when you were a younger actor, you saw a very famous Macbeth, Ian McKellen's Macbeth, which he did, I believe, opposite Judi Dench as Lady Macbeth. That made quite an impression on you, that performance?
Oh, a huge impression. And all it was a black circle drawn on a scrubbed wooden floor. And the actors, the whole company, sat on apple boxes around the edge of it. And when they were in a scene, they got off their apple boxes and they stepped into this black circle. There was nothing else.
Has Ian McKellen seen your Macbeth?
He has, yeah.
And what was his reaction?
He was really kind about it.
No. This my hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red!
There's a big tradition in the theater, not to mention Macbeth around the theater. But
Yeah.
when you're in Macbeth, are you allowed to mention the title Macbeth, or do you have to call it the Scottish play even when you're in it?
No, we discussed this on the first day of rehearsal. Life is going to be intolerable if we bend to this superstition. So all those conditions and conditionings are off. The enthusiasm that we get from this New York audience every night, and at the curtain call especially, is exhilarating.